Call meeting to order 5 p.m. Introduction, select board first, please.
Matt Maxwell, Select Board.
Gary Keeman, Select Board.
Dan Webster, board member.
And from your town administrator, Chris.
Chris Freud, Newport Daily, town resident.
I'm Pat Moulton. I'm with the Vermont Flood Recovery Office, state of Vermont.
Teresa Perrin, town administrator for Clover.
Issue Silva, constable. All right, town clerk, Deb Pang, is online with us, say Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Changes or additions to the
Deb.
agenda. And any public comment? All right, we're good to go then. We have, I'll just give a little bit of information here. Town of Glover. Letters of support for the Shadow Lake Dam. You guys have them in that middle pile there. And I got your letters, and our treasurer, David, he made a couple that were specific to our town.
Perfect, great.
So actually got them here so you can read along as we go, and then I'll let you talk. But if they're good with them after, I'll have them sign, and then we were gonna send one to the senator, one to you guys.
Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that.
Yep, this one. Oh, yeah.
And that, thanks to David, he did up the letters there, nice specific to Coventry, Florida Glover, so,
You did a good job.
yeah, he did. You guys are good whenever you want.
Okay.
Take it off, please.
So, I'll kick it off with just saying that, I'm hoping that you're all aware that we have had some serious issues at the Shadow Lake Dam. I'm sure you've read about it, heard about it. And so what we'd like to do, is just get some exposure and come to communities that are our neighbors to solicit just some support, even if it's a letter of support, so that when we go to do our funding, we have these letters of support to be able to send. And we're in a pretty good state right now. I mean, Western and Sampson, there are engineers, and they're near the end of the analysis that they were working on the dam with. So we're close to coming up with a final analysis as to what's next. And I look at our repairs on the dam as 3 stages: the analysis, the permits, then construction. And we were told last week for the first time that it'll be a $2.5 million project, if not more. So that was kind of a guesstimate when they gave it to me. So what we'd like to do is just go to our communities, let you know that we're hurting, and just get whatever support we can get.
And I'm here, excuse me, I work with towns in central Vermont and up here in the kingdom on long-term recovery from flooding. And I've been working with Teresa in the town of Glover because we fully expect, even though FEMA funding is going to be available, both to help with the engineering work that's happening, but also with construction, we expect there'll be a gap. For one, the town has to come up with 12.5% of the cost, the match for FEMA. And as Teresa said, 2.5 million's sort of a rough estimate at this point. We fully expect it could grow from there. So the town needs some help with the 12.5% and whatever gap exists. So we're pursuing various grants to try to assist the town. There are not many grants for dam repair, or there are grants for dam repair if you are a high hazard dam. This is a significant hazard dam, which is a step below. The difference is how many lives might be lost if there were a flood going downstream from said dam is what ranks you high or significant. So in Glover's case, if history serves, and 1810 and Runaway Pond should happen again, we hope not. That was pretty devastating all along the Barton River. We think if the Shadow Lake Dam were to ever fail, that would be pretty devastating. So we are trying to go after other grants, either from US Department of Agriculture, Economic Development Administration, Community Development Block grants that are mostly targeted at like economic development activities. So one of the things we've got to do is find out, okay, what's the business impact from the flooding? And Teresa's doing a survey of businesses in Glover. She brought some surveys in hopes that you might be able to help us with businesses here in Coventry. And
Thank you.
we also, we won't know for sure until the final cost estimates are done and the final number comes back from FEMA. FEMA moves about as fast as molasses on the sub-zero day. So it's gonna take a little while before we have that information. And so we're trying to beat the clock here a little bit and see what other grants we can attract to help the town with the repairs. And that's what we're seeking support from you, to provide a letter indicating you're supportive of our efforts, that we could use with grants, that these kinds of support is important to know that other communities are concerned as well. So, and the letter you provided, I think, looks great. And, but we're here to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you for coming. Don't have any questions. I would make a motion to approve the letter of support to the town of Glover and for Carrie to sign it on behalf of Coventry.
Perfect.
Good with it?
Mhm.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 So when do you anticipate maybe some construction? How many years do you think it'll take to get
We're gonna
there?
have the RFP in the newspaper in July, and then after that, we'll have to do all the permitting. And after that, probably by end of 2027, the beginning of 2028 for construction.
Yeah, the engineering isn't really slated to be finished until this fall. And so we have to have that in place and then go out for another request for proposals for design on what the final fix is. And then gotta get all the money rounded up. And so, yeah, I think Teresa's estimate is probably 28 is good. The lake has been lowered a foot as required by the state. 2 feet, excuse me, 2 feet. So that there's less pressure on the dam during all the months. So that's helping. We don't think there's any imminent risk, but who knows?
Every day it gets older. Every day it gets older.
Yeah, every day it gets older and every summer this rain seems to come.
Yeah.
Somewhere around July 10th. But so, yeah, that's the fear is if we were to get another massive drop of rain or more, that there could be trouble there, but. They have initiated some repairs, but it needs the full fix.
Yeah.
Was it built 1800 somewhere? So it's, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, great. Thank you. This
Yeah,
is a
hope you get it.
no brainer.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Chris, point of clarification, Madam Chair, would it be out of order to ask these folks to give a quick history of what's going on, that's for,
They can do that privately with you, Chris.
And I'll encourage you, Chris, and everyone else, that we have a website. And I'm very transparent. Anything I'm doing and any forms that I get, anything to do with the dam is on our website, and that's townofglover.com and then /lakes.
Oh.
And you'll find anything you need there.
The 2 copies I gave you, please don't use those. I had to darken the print, so after I have the signed ones, we'll send one to Senator Welch. I'll send you one of each signed.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
But we're gonna keep this then.
Yeah, you can keep, I just don't want you to use them because the print faithful.
Yeah, no,
Right, right.
I know.
But I'll get those to you and then I'll get a copy to.
Perfect.
Chris,
Thank you so much.
feel free to call me.
and may I have a copy of the communications that you've had? Sound like there's been some back and forth.
We've got the letters, yeah, Ed can give
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah, any emails you want, Ed can, whatever you need.
You got to sign off, Fred?
No, not
Have a
yet.
good
He's
day.
gotta reprint them.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You do
coming.
the same.
And safe travels. Sounds like you might have a little ways to go.
Yeah. Charleston, not too
Oh,
bad.
no, you're not bad at all. I was thinking like central Vermont.
Well, that's why I like living up here, so I have to go to Central.
Mhm.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
A liquor license renewal next. The documents in the middle, next one down, letters.
This is Martha's.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve the liquor license for Martha's Diner for, what is it, 2026?
Yeah.
2026,
26 to 27.
26 to 27.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
All set, Deb? All right, next is comprehensive analysis, future payment considerations.
That one's mine. I just, after town meeting, I think next year we've got to come back with a real paving analysis, how much it costs to maintain, how much it's gonna cost us to maintain the paved roads versus what it's gonna cost for dirt roads. I mean, I still think the majority of the people want paved roads, but I think there's enough opposition to it now that we've gotta have something better next March, or, maybe not as much as we did for the garage, but something that we can put up there and show them and say, hey, look, these are the numbers. This is what it's going to cost us, to keep these roads paved. This is what it would cost us if we were putting gravel on them. I think the people,
Like benefit analysis.
yeah, and we've got our former select board member here, Scott Morley, has volunteered to sort of do this for us the same way that Jim's doing the garage thing. So I say we take advantage of the free labor and let him do it. Obviously, it'll all be approved by us anyway, but he's volunteered to work with Ed and
Great.
get something together between now and next March so that we can,
Sure, I
so
can
we can
touch
show,
base
we
with
can
him.
show, because I mean, it's not just Dan's why. I mean, there's people that are,
Mhm. Yeah, and there's some roads
would
that
like-
aren't
yeah.
paved that people don't want paved.
right. So I think we owe it to the town to
Mhm. Yeah,
to
because
really,
it's been,
to do the work this year and sort of, have a real thing for them to look at, some real numbers for them to look at.
yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
So I will make a motion to appoint Scott Morley as a consultant for a paving analysis for the 2027 town meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are we signing this one? We have,
The
we need to
liquor
sign
license?
it?
I think Carrie
There
has.
isn't
I
a
think Carrie has
signature,
this
right,
one.
Deb, for the liquor license? It's just a document for them to approve.
Correct, just a document to approve, that's it, everything is done online.
All right.
Thank you.
Question,
Sure. Oh, I thought she said question. She said good question.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Good job, Dan.
I say good question.
She said question too.
Me too.
I thought she said question, then she's on mute. I was like, oh, supposed to ask her, so. Alright. Let's see, we got contract for New England Municipal Consultants. Little bit of background on it. Back in November, you can see part of the minutes there in your packet. Then you made a motion to agree to the proposal, and then he got us the contract. I got it to our lawyer. You'll see the lawyer's notes in there. There's the original copy in the middle and the amended copy that Matt Krajewski made the corrections. But there's also a lot of other stuff going on, a lot of stuff that I know a little bit about, not a ton with appraisal of the state of Vermont changes coming. So I have some notes from Melanie in there. So, most importantly, the lawyers and Melanie's notes, if you, the lawyers ones are fixed, but if you read Melanie's to see if you want to continue on. Seems like there's another thing to fix in there, the parcel amount.
Yes, and also with that, I asked during the original, well, the meeting in November. The 590, if it goes above 600 parcels, I wonder if they can just clarify. So the additional compensation will be $100 for each parcel payable upon completion of this contract. If it could say additional compensation shall be $100 for each additional parcel, or does the whole price go up $100 for all 600 plus? So that was my question.
I had the same question, and and I think a lot of this stuff kind of came in today. I wouldn't mind pushing this to next meeting
Mhm.
so I can
Read
better
through more.
understand what's going on. I mean, I'm all for approving the contract for Matt.
Yeah,
This stuff came today, and I had the same thing that Carrie just said. It's not gonna affect us if we wait 2 more weeks, is it?
no, I mean, it's been, I've had it for a while, but the
Right.
lawyer had to get back
Right.
with us. So I think we're fine, and maybe, we could get more information and get Matt in here.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's get answers to all this stuff in Melanie's notes here in the answer to the question that Carrie asked. And that, what is the act, what was that, Act 73?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, that just says that every town has to complete an appraisal every 6 years. So I don't know when our last appraisal was, but that's the,
So,
2021.
so that's the law, that's the law in Vermont. You gotta do one every, you have to have one completed every 6 years. So I guess or at least,
on
get the
board,
ball
yeah.
rolling there.
Maybe you guys could read on the link and read this a little, and then I could just ask in an email what your thoughts are. Like, do you want to
Yeah.
get this back to Brian? Are you good with it? You know?
I'm good with everything Brian said. I'd like to read that link, and I'd like to find out about the parcel question that
Okay.
Carrie asked. That was because I
Yeah,
had the same thought on that.
Mhm.
And
Well, for that Act 73, did you see that? Melanie mentioned maybe asking Brian about that.
right, I know, because maybe he can clear. I think
Yeah.
if we've got a contract with somebody, we're okay.
Sure.
Even though he might not get it done till 2028, which would be more than 6
Mhm.
years, I think as long as but
Under contract.
yeah,
I
you
think
can,
we're
I think
okay.
you can clarify, I think we can clarify that.
I'm just asking, because 2 weeks goes quick. And
It does, yeah, and I'm good, this is a lot of money, and I'd rather
Yeah,
wait 2 weeks, and so I can
Mhm.
maybe call Melanie and see what she says.
sure, yeah.
Because it sounds like even the state doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
right,
one thing in
yeah.
Melanie's
Yeah.
notes that says that, what you said,
Mhm.
that no one really knows how it's gonna, I mean, it's all like a
Yeah.
work in progress, I think.
So let's put this on the next agenda, Ed.
Okay,
And thank you for all your work on this.
yeah, sure, sorry it came in a little late.
No, it's not that's
Stuff I touched
Yeah.
base late with
Yeah.
Melanie, so, are you guys good to move on?
Yep.
Yeah,
The next one is the 2026 SWIP grant agreement. You guys should have in the middle. In the middle packet, you should have the first two that I've sent. This is for the solid waste implementation plan.
is this the?
Yeah, it's that. I've sent those two. That's just for your reference. And then the next one's the actual grant. I can't sign until this gets signed. And this is the risk assessment thing that David did, and I just need,
Oh, okay.
so I either need you to sign this and then approve me to sign that, or approve me to sign both, and if you have any questions.
What is the SWIP grant?
It's just for anything to do with the town's solid
Trash.
waste
Solid waste
patient.
remediation program. I will make a motion to approve the 2026 SWIP grant agreement and to have Carrie Keeman sign the risk assessment.
Questionnaire.
And for Ed Fournier, town administrator, to sign the grant.
Okay, yeah, the grant can't be signed till.
Right, so yeah.
So it's anything to do with how we manage like waste materials and any of that. We have a whole plan, which you've put a whole one together
I have,
before.
yeah, yep.
And so this grant, the 3,000 is for anything to do with that, right?
Right,
Like
yep.
anything to do with putting it together and all
Mhm.
that, so.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, David. He's not here.
Yeah.
Chief officer signature.
So I'm good to sign that grant. once I
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
that,
once you,
okay.
yeah, once
You
that
guys
comes back,
approve that,
yeah,
okay.
you can sign the grant.
Okay, NEKCV Governing Board Representative reappointments. There is another one in the middle there that talks about what the board members do. Sure, you guys are familiar. Charles Kahn has been the board member.
What's the alternate?
I don't know. I was gonna ask
Was it
you
you?
guys that.
It's Phil.
I don't remember talking
Bill?
about
It's Phil Marquette.
So Deb and I had, or Deb got an email, she forwarded it, Charles was on there and he said, he gave me his info and he's good to do it again.
It used to be David, but I don't think David can do it because he doesn't live in Coventry.
Okay,
So I think we put Phil on there.
so do we need to wait on that until I find out, or? Okay.
He'll make a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Charles Kahn as the Coventry representative to the NEKCV governing board and Phil Marquette as alternate.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I didn't add your info, Carrie, I didn't know what you want
That's
for
okay.
a phone number and email there, so.
Does he need anything from us, Charles? He's good? I mean.
No, he didn't say, he
He's been
said,
doing- I mean, when I was in your spot, I felt like he was doing a really good job.
okay, yeah, I
Charles,
think,
so,
yeah, he does do a good
Yeah.
job, and he sent an email that said he was ready to do it again, so.
Okay. Did he say how close we are to getting broadband here in Coventry? or-
He's excited more probably as much as anybody.
Yeah.
I can answer that.
Yeah.
I just had a card on my door that said that NEK is now, broadband is now in the area. They
Nice.
did send a map, yep, and it was placed along Vermont Route 105. So they are in the process of reaching out to residents along that stretch, letting them know it's available.
Excellent.
That's
So it's-
Thanks, Deb. That's great.
Great, happy for Coventry, but I'm still hooked up to a phone.
Madam Chair, how does that differ than the broadband that's already here through Comcast and and Consolidated, or whatever they are?
There's no is there?
Is it,
Comcast,
it's fiber
right?
optic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it is broadband.
oh, it is.
It is, but it's not.
And it's,
This is like in the ground.
and I think it's supposed to be more affordable.
Yeah.
It's like the
Faster.
faster, more affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, the other stuff comes off the phone lines, right? Like this.
Right, but
This
this
is
is fiber optics, right? So
Yeah.
it's the fastest,
Yeah.
I think, I don't. Sorry. I just know. I
It's
think
better
the phone-
and cheaper.
Yeah.
I think that was the big part, is getting it everywhere and making it affordable.
Right. That was the goal.
Okay, AOT documents, Nathan and I met with Eric Tope, had a good meeting, we went over a lot of stuff, more stuff that we'll have more information on, there's another, meeting coming up in April, roundtable meeting, you're gonna try to make it, right?
Yep.
So, and then, there's 2 documents there, the town road and bridges standards.
Oh, and look at, somebody answered the questions already. I wondered. This is in our packet, but it was
Oh,
blank.
yeah.
Did I give you the one to sign? Cause on the second page, there should be some inches information for the construction standards,
Mhm.
12 inches.
Yep,
Oh,
Yep.
right, oh, yeah.
this stuff 6 inches and these.
So that's for like
are
getting the
answered.
right road standards for the town. We met with Eric and Nathan and they thought they were important to adopt, so. I can get, there's a whole packet in there with info on it. Matt probably knows a lot about it too, but if you want me to get more. Carrie-
Yeah, it's something we do every year.
So we're ready, we motion this one?
Yeah, and then there's,
Yeah.
I think there's signature place for all 3 of you on page 2.
Yeah.
Motion to accept the town road and bridge standards for Coventry, Vermont.
Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
And the second document after that in the middle is the financial one. The annual financial plan for,
We getting any money?
yeah, there's a amount in there. It's in that middle one there.
But we don't get a paving grant this year, right?
No,
It
we're
stays-
almost due either
Next
next year or the year after. And then there's another, well, I got one more grant to go over with you, but it's I forget the name of it. It's Better Roads. It's possible, Eric set Nathan and I up with another person from the state. It's possible we can get some money for like slope stuff, so. We're gonna try for that and the Better Roads.
And what is
You
this
need a
one?
motion on this too?
I don't know, you think, it's the financial plan, we probably ought to, I know you need a signature. But that's what you get for per mile of class.
Yeah, it
1,
says
2, and
right
3
here.
roads.
We, the legislative body of the municipality, certify that funds raised by municipal taxes are equivalent or greater than the sum of at least $300 per mile. Do you know how many miles, like, is this affected by, like, how many miles of class 1, class 2, class 3 we have?
Yes.
Because there seems like there's a couple of small roads around that we plow that are basically driveways.
Yes, there are. Yep, like the St. Ange Road on Hancock Hill is basically a driveway.
Driveway, Cotton Road.
Cottonwood Road's basically a driveway. Yep.
So we're getting this money. We're gonna get that much money for the roads?
Yeah, right? I don't know.
It's a quarterly thing, right, Matt? I think it's whatever we get that's not necessarily part of like work we have to do. It's what you get per mile.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right?
Mhm.
He filled it out for us, so
Both good?
yeah. So I think it's this right here. I'll find out for sure for you, Dan, but this is the
Well, I just, I
quarterly.
don't remember ever seeing.
Quarterly payments of that, and that this was.
Seems like a lot of money to get.
This is from our.
I don't think,
our budget.
I don't remember
so
ever seeing them before.
That's not what we're getting
I'm
actually.
not complaining
on
about
the
it,
budget,
I
but
just,
I'll double check with him, but I think it's these two quarterly right here.
okay, sounds good. Motion to accept annual financial plan, town highways for Coventry. 20 fiscal year 2027.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll double check with him, Dan, and get back to you on the exact amount. It's an amount we figured into our budget also.
Let's just sign it and they have to give us,
Yeah.
they have to give us this amount now. 'Cause we.
Excellent file is the municipal mitigation better roads at Y26. This was a quick one. I just sent it in the other day. They already sent it back, so Matt may be able to explain this better, but you got Nathan a tablet so he can do like the hydrological segment
Yes.
recording. So
Yep.
that's a grant for that to pay. So you can either hire someone to do it, or if Nathan does it and I help him, then we would get reimbursed.
Mhm.
So that's for like 4,200. So as long as we do that work and document it, then that's another grant that there's.
Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Motion to accept the State of Vermont Agency of Transportation Standard Grant Agreement.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Do we have to sign this one in?
I think there is a place, isn't there, Dan, for signature?
Maybe we'll just put one on there.
Yeah, curious.
You. Go through uniforms. Give you some info on what we came up with here. So you remember we discussed this a little. Let's see here, basically Nathan and I figured it up, and between the weekly uniforms and the what's this Tenny? Oh, and then another cost that's like garment setup, protection and all that with UniFirst. Right now, John doesn't have anything. Nathan only has like a coat, and Josh has $25 weekly things. He's got them all, but he's been washing them himself. So if you go by Josh's $24.25, and you did it for all three of them and they all did it the right way, the yearly cost would be $4,349.28. So his proposal was $1,000 yearly allowance, clothing allowance for them to use where they wanted. So it'd be like 3,000. So
That's fine. I wish Dave was here because I don't really know how that would work.
yeah, I was gonna say I would have to.
Where's that? I mean, what do we? We're not just gonna give them $1,000 each.
Right,
And
yeah,
that's-
so it's like there's a uniform line item in the budget right now for
Okay.
6,000. And that's for, our next budget coming too, so Dave would have to be involved, and if you decide to do that. Of how you're
Right.
gonna do it, if you're prorating stuff, or you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. It's saving us $1,000.
Yep.
According to what you just said, which is good.
Yeah,
there is a
I
few
just,
other-
I just wish,
And I wonder how other towns are doing it, if
Yeah.
they pick what they want
right, like.
and we order, or
They go, or do we give them the credit?
Yeah,
card?
well,
We give
I
them
have
the
a
credit
few
card,
other
and they go to
notes
pick and
for it,
shovel,
yeah.
or what? What's like, how?
So,
Pick and Shovel has a charge account though too. We have a charge account at Pick and Shovel.
And we
So
talked
Deb
about
mentioned-
asking Pick and Shovel about,
Yeah, Deb mentioned this about looking in. Pick and Shovel has a 20% discount if you buy in bulk, and they might do it, say if you bought like 10 pairs of pants, but they're looking for you to buy like 50 of each
Right.
item, which they're not gonna do with 3 people, you
Yeah.
know? Probably, maybe, I don't know. So then they would get 20% off, and it's obviously up to you guys, but Nathan said they would, when I went over everything with them, they would like to get it wherever they want in
So,
different
so we
places.
have a, we funded $6,000 for uniforms for this fiscal
That's what
year.
it says in our, yeah,
Okay,
our budget,
all right.
yes, yeah.
Okay,
So,
I'm good.
Deb?
What some places end up doing is that the employees go out, like if they purchase, like if they have an allotment for shoes, they go buy a new pair of shoes, they come back, they give the receipt to, like the business, which then goes ahead and basically issues a check back to them for the cost of the shoes. So I think you can go ahead and do it a couple of different ways. If you decided to do it that way, you could also go ahead and just do like every single quarter, you're allotted this much, because you don't really want to go and give them the whole $1,000 at the beginning of the year. And then come June or July, they need more clothing, because technically you really want them to be a representation of what Coventry is. So yeah, you've got several different avenues you can pursue with that.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I like that.
I looked into Pick and Shovel, like you said, and another thing, they asked if they would be able to get it at like different places where,
Right.
they wanted their boots one place, so.
Didn't you want it to say Coventry, let you want,
Somebody said that, yeah, it'd be nice if we had
they
it,
were monogrammed and
yeah,
said,
Oh, you'd
sometime,
like to get it,
maybe
okay,
get it on there, town
Yeah.
of Coventry.
okay. And, the other things that relate to this, the uniforms and rags, I might have mentioned this, would not affect the community center with the rugs, that's a separate contract.
Right.
But what would be left for the town garage would be rags, which this is kind of rough estimates, and I got what information I could for them, but with the delivery fee, which included the uniforms, and with rags, you're at around $3,800 a year right now. And they'll give you a different rate if you do it monthly. But then because you're dropping the uniforms, the per price unit goes up 20 cents. So you'd almost be exactly where you were at with the rags. So Nathan and I were talking about how that's a lot of money for rags.
yeah,
And he mentioned that through Uline, I have a catalog downstairs. You can get like the t-shirt rags. He thought he could do those, or like the blue rags in the box, for about a third of the price a year. Rough estimate. We just talked before this, but that's another. So if you want to drop the whole uniform rags contract and buy your rags yourself too, you'd save us money. So
okay.
that's all I have for.
Get some more information and think about it and put it on the next meeting or something.
Okay.
Yeah, come up with some ideas.
What else can I get for you?
Get us like a yearly cost for rags. If
Okay.
like if we're gonna get them from Uline, or if he's buying them from
Okay.
rags in a box, just get us a real number. And figure out how they want to do that, whatever what Deb said, how they want to do that, the $1,000, like how we're gonna.
Okay, it'd be great. Maybe he
Right.
could come to the next meeting and,
Yeah,
instead of having me in the middle.
Get Nathan in here.
And discuss.
Yeah.
It would be.
I think we're all good with it. We gotta have the.
Yeah, I understand. And I
Yeah.
like what Deb said, because you,
Right,
you would probably want something in writing too, that if you
yeah.
spend a bunch of money in the beginning
Yeah.
of the year, that's up to you, if you.
But in the meantime, between now and the next meeting, if somebody needs to get something, let them go get it.
Okay.
If they need,
Alright.
if somebody needs a
Yeah.
jack, just tell them they go and we'll figure it out.
Okay,
Cause right now they have that stuff.
Right,
Like we're not dropping unit first.
right.
Hey, Ed, you may want to check with Claire's Home Comfort Cleaning, because they do cleaning of rags as well. There's a couple of different local businesses who have their rags cleaned through them versus UniFirst.
Just depending on the price of the t-shirt ones or whatever.
sure.
And maybe just use them, throw them away, just like the rags in the box.
That's what he was mentioning from South Bay, but I can get info from
Yep.
Claire's too. Right. Next one, CNB authorized users. I put a little note. I know you guys did this last time, but Dave wanted you to remove Scott. So if you could just do both at the same time, add Dan, and even though you did, and remove Scott for the,
Wait, I'll
He's
make a
given
motion
notice.
to remove Scott Morley as an authorized signer on the Community National Bank account and to add Dan Webster as the authorized signer for the Community National Bank account.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
all right, other business. I just got a few of their quick ones here. Carrie and I have touched base on it a little, Matt and I have also about the ribbons and the stakes for 89 Main Street. I told Nathan and they have no clue where to put them. Brady thinks his line is the telephone pole. That's why
Of course he does.
their trucks are backed up to the telephone
Yeah.
pole. So you and I mentioned, you were talking with David the other day a little. We could talk with Deb and David about seeing if we got maps or
Yeah,
surveys about.
we looked, there's not a survey map for that property. So David suggested we looked a little bit, checking all the properties around to see if the ones
Mhm.
around have survey maps. Otherwise, it's getting it surveyed.
Okay. So they don't know where to put the ribbon unless you have any other thoughts and stuff.
No, what Carrie said, either we've got something that tells us or we have to.
You know, because
Yeah.
with all the demolition and stuff, if there were any
Right,
pins, they're probably long gone,
yeah.
unless the gentleman in
You
this
can,
house.
ask Carlene, maybe she knows.
Okay,
Mhm.
Email Carlene, see if she's pretty smart.
Yep.
She might have documentation.
okay, and then I think I had mentioned, I'm sure Rainey did a good job, but it was just a weather thing. There's quite a bit of scraps over there, and then there's granite piled up.
Yep,
He did mention when you figured out a survey, he put granite around there, but that'd be up to you guys. But if he stacks it neatly and leaves that for now, do you want him to get that out of there? Definitely the scraps, because the state's coming the 15th if you come to the meeting
yeah,
for the high water mark that you and I discussed also.
I don't mind, I don't care if he leaves the granite there, but
Oh, it's just asking to clean up. 'cause
clean the
there's
garbage up, yeah.
A lot of scraps on the ground there, so I just wanted to make
We
sure
want it to look nice when
Mhm.
before.
we get here.
Alright. Eric Hope called me before our meeting just to give us a heads up about the state salt program, where you can get a matching price with the, whatever the state gets the salt for. I guess you said you guys tried last year.
Tried last year and they,
So he was just,
yeah,
instead, because of last year, he was updating everybody and paperwork would be following at some
Yep.
point, so.
yeah, if you can get it, get it, yeah.
Do it as soon as it comes in.
Yeah,
so.
it'll be cheaper than,
Because last year, I think all the spots were allotted or something. like
yeah,
that. They
but,
wasn't available anymore.
Okay.
but yeah, we're interested.
Coventry Station Road, concerned citizen just asked about, speeding up there. They just want to report how awful the speeding was on that road.
What part of Coventry Station?
The closer to this way.
Email.
Where the houses start, probably.
Mhm.
I didn't say, that's all he said,
Email the sheriff's department and just let them, ask them if they can park there a couple times a week for a few hours.
alright. And the last one, just to announce while we're in our meeting, cemetery commission is down one person, planning commission. And Brittany asked about if anybody was interested in helping with the fall festival. She's got a lot going on and she can use help, so just an announcement on those three.
Let's get something on the website about
Okay.
all that, Ed, just, so people.
For
can
all
see.
three.
All three, just say, hey, we've got some, and if anybody interested should contact you.
Good. All right. Oh, actually, there was one more, the east side thing there where I met about the America at 250.
Oh, yeah.
I left you guys some notes in there. I was just curious. I did meet with Mark Mormon. He's helped me with some stuff that I can pass along. But basically, as of right now, I thought we could be involved in, getting a banner and then the scavenger hunt thing and the rest of it. I mean, if you guys are interested or know anybody, but like, says like each town could have a float. I think that'd be great. I just don't have time to, check off each one unless you guys say to do it. I'm gonna listen to you, but there's a lot there. So I think if you're good with those two,
Um,
yeah, I'm glad to do whatever you say.
well, I was just gonna say, maybe let Brittany Marquette know about this. This kind of seems like a recreation.
Okay. Yeah, I did give her a heads up.
Yeah, I'm not saying she has to do anything.
No,
but
I
if she,
didn't tell her. I emailed it to her.
Okay, perfect.
And I
Good
told
job.
her. in
Yep, good
person,
job,
so.
Ed.
It says each town pick at least 5 sites can be part of the scavenger hunt.
That's what I got from Mark and I passed along. They were having a meeting tonight at the same time as ours. Mark couldn't make it, so I passed it along.
So he could come up with a few spots or?
He did, he came up with the 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding, good,
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
wanted
it's really
historical or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So I was just curious your thoughts on the rest. I didn't know, like if you, like I said, I wouldn't have a ton of time to be getting involved with like a float or any of that.
No,
But I would if you said to. I just wanted to let you know I got the 2 out of the so far.
We're working
Yeah.
pretty hard.
I'm trying to say, but I
Yeah.
can't build a float.
You don't have time to build a float. We get it. No, that's fine.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
good with
to
those
be
two.
involved in
Right.
everyone, so.
Yeah.
Maybe the sign can hang during the fall festival or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Have you guys hung signs here before across the road or anywhere? Or?
because Brittany puts banners.
Yeah,
but we
that's what I
could-
said. I
we
keep
we could
saying
put
sign,
something-
We
banner.
can do something.
Put something with the sign at the parking ride or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, good, nice.
Yeah.
That's all I had, unless anybody else has other
Where,
business.
where are we at with changing the locks for this building?
Changing the locks.
Yeah.
I've called, what is it, Deb, in Irisburg? I forgot.
Total
the name.
security.
Total
Close.
security.
I'm
Yeah.
connected with them and they're gonna come in and I'm gonna do it on a day Deb and I are both here
Okay, good.
and meet with them, so.
Are you gonna do the garages too, or just?
I was thinking that, I was gonna touch base with
Okay.
Nathan, cause
Yeah.
we probably should, right? When
Change
I
everything.
think so. I mean, I don't know what's out there for those keys, but I would assume if we're gonna do this, we might as well do it all, right?
Absolutely.
People have come and gone on the road crew.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And maybe this one too, add in
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
this Gerard.
yeah. Deb, how's the delinquent tax collecting?
Oh, I just had a quick announcement on that,
Oh.
sorry, my mistake, apologies to Deb and to you guys, I didn't put that on this agenda. I haven't heard anything since then, so I'll have it on the next agenda.
Okay, I
So-
think she said April 15th, right? But is it going all right, Deb? Do you need anything from us?
Nope, so far it's going okay. I'm getting payment agreements actually signed. Money is coming in. You'll be getting your first report here probably this weekend.
Okay,
At least give you a little bit of analysis on that end piece. I was the one who mentioned April 15th because that's the last day for taxes to be done.
oh, okay, 'cause that was your day, not hers, okay.
Yeah, so I
All right.
would assume, hopefully, but
Yep,
no communication as of yet.
okay, thank you, Deb.
And I'll
Thank you.
have that on the next agenda, I made a mistake, there was so many on. there.
Right, yes, that's fine, I don't remember.
And with the keys, the only lock that we're gonna change is just gonna be the front entrance door lock, because really that's the one that only matters. Everybody's key will still have to adjust, but originally we were thinking of changing out the lock for Ed's room, my room, the assessor's room, but those are pretty much irrelevant. It's really just that front entrance door. That lock needs to be changed, so that will be the only lock to change,
Right.
and just brand new keys for everyone else.
Can't get to the end of the doors if you can't get in the building, so,
Correct.
yeah, that's good, yeah,
So it'll
Perfect.
save us a little bit of money.
yeah, good, thank you, Deb.
And then new keys for everyone, right, you're saying, so that'll
Really?
take care of the rest.
The only problem with that is if somebody's here with a function or something, I don't know that anybody would come in, but say you're having a birthday party downstairs on a Sunday, somebody can get in and then they can get where they want to get,
Mm,
If they had a key.
if they have a key.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's keyed just to the front door, then they're not
Right,
gonna go anywhere else, but if it's somebody
And
that,
if it's already open, that's what you're saying, if it's already open, somebody with a They had an old set of keys to come in
If you
here.
come in any of the building, any of the room.
Well, we got cameras.
Mhm. Yep,
Correct.
yeah, so get them here, see
Yeah.
what it's gonna cost for
Sure,
the
well,
main doors.
Deb's here and we can go over it. It was,
Mhm.
if that sounds good.
Perfect.
Perfect, thanks, Ed.
Yep. Anything else from you guys?
That's
Nope.
all I had.
All right, you got the minutes there.
Yeah, I thought they looked good. I read them through.
Yep.
I will make a motion to approve the select board meeting minutes of Monday, March 23rd, 2026 as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Warrants there.
That looks small.
Yeah.
Spending
Very
money.
tiny when it's this close to the first of the month.
Oh. Oh, yeah, what, no Jim tonight? I thought he was coming to talk about the fence over there.
No, for the next meeting.
Oh, next
He was
meeting.
gonna
Okay,
do
okay,
both,
gotcha, yeah.
Road discontinuance of the fence.
Okay. Gotcha.
Him and Nathan got to get together and discuss the.
Right,
What you guys wanted some.
Yep.
Briefing from Nathan on that.
Okay.
Tomorrow, you wanna go try to find that spot?
Yeah, that'd be great, and I can get back there, cause they're coming to 15.
Yes, maybe
Anytime, so.
11. 11
Sure,
work for you?
perfect.
Yep.
Do I need to look anything up? You've got a photo you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Motion. That's it. Motion to accept the warrants as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Alright, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Good night.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.